everybody, and welcome to Highlands Golden Rams Stadium. Tonight, the Highlands Golden Rams hosting the Golden Eagles of Keystone Oaks, along with the Dean, Mike Choma, Ken Wood, John Danknich. Julie is upstairs again at her second voyage for us. Mike Pavlik greeting you from Golden Rams Stadium. And Dean, the Rams against the Eagles, and we had a shootout last year, a game that Keystone Oaks won 49-42. The Rams come into tonight 0-1, but there was a bright spot in that game, and it was Brock White.
No doubt about it, Mike. He rushed for 152 yards last week. He also returned kicks for 87 yards. That's a total of 239 yards on offense. I'm sure Keystone Oaks saw that game. They're going to key on him tonight. I think it's very important we get the pass game going early. Remember, Johnny Christ last year scored 5 touchdowns in the game, so they'll be keying on him too, I'm sure.
Oh, exactly. In that game, though, Brock White did fumble 2 times, and the Rams are going to have to be good on ball security if they want to continue, in these games as they were for a lot of the time last week. And you see the Rams taking the field here tonight at Highlands, 2 consecutive home games to start the season, so Brock got to hold on to that thing. But as you said, he had a really good game. Well, on the defensive side of the ball, DJ Loveland was a ball hawk for the Rams.
No doubt about it, Mike. He scored only a touchdown on one of his 2 fumble recoveries. Also had 2 interceptions. You know, in that game, Mike, we only let him have 111 yards rushing, 134 yards passing. They returned a kick. So, again, there was improvement on defense last week, and Julian Saunders got in there, and he did a great job at linebacker.
Well, the Keystone Oaks Eagles come in under 60-year coach Greg Perry. They are 1-0. They won their game last week against Brentwood, 26-21. They're coming across onto the field dressed in their white uniforms, and they are the Logan Shrub Show on offense.
No doubt about it, Mike. They have one mission, that's to outscore you. What's unique about Shrub, Mike, he's a junior quarterback, but he's a third-year starter. He started as a freshman. Last year, passed for 1,532 yards, also ran for 956, completed 60% of his passes, threw 14 touchdowns. They have a no-huddle offense, so they'll be going quick. Last week, he had a great game, too.
So he did. Shrub last week with over 100 yards passing and running.
150 each, Mike.
150, exactly. 300 total yards in their win against Keystone Oaks. The captains are coming out for the toss. B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights, has been outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley for nearly 50 years. When it comes to all of your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, plaques, or any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. They're open 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 till noon. So stop in today or give Glenn a call, 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports.
Captains on the field for the Golden Rams: Christ, Hildebrand, Clark, and DJ Loveland, Mike. Only a junior. You get to like the captain. That shows a lot of leadership.
Keystone Oaks has won the toss. They will elect to receive, and they will move right to left. The wind's completely died down to nothing. The flag is limped down to our right. That's a little different than last week. We are expecting a shift sometime tonight. The wind is supposed to move more out of the north, which will be coming from behind us across the field from the Highlands bench over to the Keystone Oaks bench. When you see that shift in the wind, that's when you know it's going to start to cool off.
Another perfect night for football, Mike.
No, it is. We talked about Keystone Oaks, the game last year. Keystone Oaks won that game 49-42. But the interesting thing about that was Highlands led 13-7 at halftime.
Crazy.
The Rams gave up 6 touchdowns in the second half of that game.
And who scored most of them?
Michael Dower, who has since graduated. He had 162 yards on the ground, including 6 TDs. Shrub in that game, 16 for 24 through the air for 191. On the Highlands side, Johnny Christ had a big night. 10 catches, 300 yards, 5 touchdowns, including a record that will never be broken, a 99-yard touchdown reception from Seth Cullen.
I remember Ray Filipalta from the Post-Gazette coming live after the game and asked me where he's going to play college football. And at the time, the answer was he's not. But that's changed, Mike. AK Weekly Sports had a big article about Johnny as a cover boy this past week, and he was in his football uniform but holding a basketball.
All right, deploying deep for the Golden Eagles will be Austin Arroyo, number 1, a senior, and Mark Hutchin, a junior, number 10. And they will await the kickoff of Johnny Christ.
Mike, they returned 4 on offense, 4 on defense, and their numbers aren't big either as far as numbers of players. So
they're a 3A squad.
Yep, 7 of their players go both ways.
And we're set to go. Rams trying to get off the schneid here. Would be more than happy for both of these teams to leave here tonight 1-1. Here's Kreis's kick. And this is Arroyo on the near side of the field, the 13-yard line. Is hit, and he's brought down by DJ Loveland at the 27-yard line. No surprise there. He also had a little help from 61 Kyron Long. Starting lineups will be brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting of Natrona Heights. Since 1979, they got you covered.
DJ Loveland still in the special teams, still doing a great job on offense for Keystone Oaks. Again, they'll start number 13 at quarterback, Logan Shrub. Running back by committee this year, Mike. Starting will be number 22, Nick Whittington. 4 wideouts we'll get to after this. They're going to go fast, we told you.
Logan Shrub, it's a lot of running by him. He'll run it himself most of the time. Sprints right this time. Looking. They got him in the pocket. Rolling to the right.
Now he
fires it downfield, and it's incomplete. He threw it to no one as the Rams were in there. As Johnny Kreis got him on a delayed blitz, basically just figured he'd go in and get the quarterback, and it's incomplete.
Jermaine Nelson, Mike, also put pressure on them. The 4 wideouts will be number 10, Mark Hutchins, number 16, Owen Mitford, 21, Tyler Hrivnik, and number 3, Sam Tortorella. Those are 2 starters from last year, Mike. They had a big game against us. We'll get the Don Lyman after this play.
Second down and 10. Keystone Oaks at their 27. Logan Shrub is back. He looks. He's in trouble. Hit as he throws. It's caught on the far side of the field, and a good tackle by Loveland as he brings Tyler Hrivnik to the ground up at about the 36-yard line. He'll be 1.5 yards short of the first down.
Mike, one place they are inexperienced is along that offensive line. They will start a freshman, 61, Luke White, 62, left guard, freshman, Dana Shore, center, 77, Zach Taylor, right guard, 65, Connor Brown, and the right tackle is 74, Robert Volk.
It's a 9-yard pickup. It's 3rd down and 1. A long one. We'll call 1.5. They need to get past the 37. And Shrub turns and gives it to Whittington. Whittington's hitting the backfield, and down he goes. Great penetration by number 50, and that's Jeremiah Nelson, the junior defensive end. He pushed him back, and Brock White finished the job, and it's 4th down. Great penetration there by Nelson.
And Mike, Jeremiah Nelson is going to start defense tonight, and he did a great job too. They look like they're going for it, Mike. They are.
They are on 4th down.
No, he's their punter too, Mike.
And 3. But no, unless he quick kicks it. And the Rams jump offside.
Come on.
And I think that's what the plan was, Dean.
Yep, and they got him to do it. Well, unfortunately, Mike, that's going to give us time to introduce our defense. And number 42, Blake Clark, looked like they got it jumped off sides there.
And that's a first down.
Yeah, unfortunately. Defensive end 52, Joaquin Roman. Defensive end number 50, Jeremiah Nelson. We'll go 3-5-3. We'll get the linebackers after this play.
1st 10, Golden Eagles at their 37-yard line on the offside on 4th down. That hurts. And again, we got hit for big plays after things like that last week.
Run right by Saunders.
And here's Shrub zigging and a zagging. Got bent back by Clark at the 41-yard line.
Clark and Kyron Long on that play, Mike, and Clark making up for their mistake on the previous play. Linebackers, 26, Johnny Kreis, 22, Brock White. Middle linebacker, 53, Darren Hildebrand. 61, just mentioned, Kyron Long at linebacker. And number 2, Caleb White. After an injury, Mike, he's back out there. In fact, he might not be on defense. I think that's Saunders taking his place.
Shrub ran it 20 times last week. He's back. Here they come. And he throws it to no one. That's got to be intentional grounding. Shrub threw it to no one. There's no one in the area.
Nobody.
They're discussing it, and they're not calling it. My goodness. My goodness.
Quarterbacks, 10, DJ Loveland, 28 is Brandon Jocham, and number 4 is Deshaun Hawley.
3rd and 7. Boy, they got a break there, didn't they?
Sure did. A lot of pressure that time.
Well, if you try to stop him here, the Rams have done it once on 3rd down, and Shrub is back, and here they come.
Joaquin Roman right
Shrub
there.
Here to throw a screen, and it's complete to Whittington. He's going to get the 1st down up over the 45 to the 50-yard line. Isaiah Coleman brought him down, but not before he moves the chains.
Poor Joaquin Roman, Mike. Penalty marker, too.
Now let's see what the flag is.
He got caught in no man's land. He was blitzing. He smelled the screen pass.
It's against the Eagles. It's against the Eagles. A referee tonight is Darren Tatala, an eligible man downfield. Well, when a screen pass, that can happen.
Is that loss of down?
It's not loss of down, but the penalty will be marked off from the line of scrimmage. It used to be a loss of down, but they've changed that recently. It's a 5-yard penalty. So that puts it at the 36.
Still third down then.
3rd and 12. That's a big penalty.
Yep.
Shrub the quarterback. Whittington the sidecar. And Shrub is back. Here they come. Shrub's going to fire it deep down the middle. Oh, it's caught. A man behind the defense is Mark Hutchin, and he's on his way for a touchdown. And I'll tell you what, it really looked like one of the slot men left early that time, and there was no flag thrown, and Keystone Oaks gets away with it. Shrub hits Hutchin 64 yards for a touchdown.
And like that time, defense was dialed in, but unfortunately got behind Coleman. And unfortunately, Isaiah Coleman, Mike, at 5'1", got out-leaped on that play by Hutchins for the touchdown.
They have 2 kickers. This will be Greg Wagner that does the extra points. Rutger kicks the field goals. This is a line shot off the post, and it boinks in for Randall.
Mike.
That's how you know you're living right.
when does this team get a break? They had him stopped on 4th down. They had him stopped there. And unfortunately, look up and it's 7-0.
It is. The Eagles lead at 7-0, 9:13 to go, first quarter.
Another Highlands football season can mean only one thing, Mike. Post game at the Anchor Inn in Toronto Heights. We were there last week. Got to see Joe, Andy, and Dee. They continue a great family tradition started by the parents way back in 1953. Great home cooked meal without having to do the cooking. The original Anchor Burger, my favorite, as well as their signature seasoned wings. They're your favorite. Daily specials are available. As about the blue plate, and it's served on a blue plate. Don't forget the popcorn. We always get that. Kitchen's open till 11 p.m., so there's no better way to kick off your football weekend than enjoying with friends at the Anchor Inn. That's Freeport Road, Anchor Inn, at Toronto Heights, PA. Welcome aboard. That's a disaster, Mike. That should never have happened.
Well, there were, again, they had him stopped. They had him 4th down and 4. They jump offside, give him a first down. And the same thing happened last week. The big plays killed Highlands in the game. 70-yard punt return, a 53-yard touchdown pass. Ryan Huebner, the quarterback, ran at 43 yards after they made 4th and 1 the play before, and it seems like they're having trouble recovering out after the highs and lows of it.
Yeah.
And that's something you got to learn as a young team. And so far, it's come up to bite them. And here is Rutger Randall. Both of these guys do the kicking. Randall kicked the field goals last week, and Wagner kicked the extra points. Now let's see if the Rams can answer. Here's the kickoff. Looking into the sun, Loveland takes it at the 7-yard line. 20. Out to the 27-yard line.
Late penalty marker.
And a marker down. Mark Hutchin and Owen Minford make the tackle. The Loveland touchdown you mentioned last week, that was our first defensive touchdown in 2 years. The game at Geneva a couple years ago against Blackhawk, we had 2. Romello ran one back, and so did Logan Christ. Those were interception returns. The last fumble return was against Blackhawk here 3 years ago when Romello brought one back.
Am I going to start in the hole or holding against Highlands?
Little Rams start their drive on the road, 17-yard line.
Mentioned referee Darren Tatella. The umpire is Mike Widman. Head linesman Greg Myford. Side judge Kirk Jessup. Line judge Scott Whipkey. And the field judge is Bill Kennedy.
The Rams only had 7 penalties for 55 yards last week, but they were inopportune, and that's something that they really got to watch. This is White. Runs off the left side, but they are waiting for him as Logan Shrub comes up from safety, and also Damian Zuch. It's a short pickup.
Carried 29 times last week, Mike, and Chandler Timmons mentioned freshman quarterback wears number 12. Fullback is number 2, Caleb White. 26, Johnny Christ, one wide eye. Number 10, DJ Loveland is the other.
See the bright sun shining on Golden Ram Stadium.
12 seconds, Mike, on that 40-second clock.
And the Rams move. Well, they called Highlands. They didn't call Keystone Oaks. Looked like Hawaii running that one when they scored that touchdown. The slot man just looked like they were in Canada, bursting upfield and didn't catch it. But they caught this one.
Down alignment for the Golden Rams, 54 left tackle, Jeremiah Saunders. Left guard, 53, Darren Hildebrand. Our center is 72, Daniel Timmons. Right guard, 50, Jeremiah Nelson. Right tackle, 52, Joaquin Roman. And tight end is 42, Blake Clark.
Remember to beautify and protect. Call Dan Timmons Painting, 724-224-2851. Dan Timmons Painting. They got you covered, and they got us covered with our starting lineups.
9 seconds.
And again, the give, and another scrum ensues as the Keystone Oaks defensive line collapsing the Highlands front. And White is stopped at the 15-yard line, no gain.
Number 3, Sam Tortotella, defensive end, made the tackle. The nose guard is 62, Dana Shores. Defensive tackle is 64, Vince Perlin. And the defensive end is 74, Robert Volpe. We'll get to the linebackers after this play. Hopefully.
3rd and 12. 7-0 Keystone Oaks early. We played 4 minutes. First quarter. Labor Day weekend. Timmons, short drop, fires it over to Christ. He pulls it in over the 20 to 25. Still on his feet. He's very close to a first down.
Mark him.
Across the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 28, and that's enough for a Highlands first down, I believe. Let's see. It is. All Johnny needed was to see Keystone Oaks come into the
he loves
picture.
them.
13 yards, first down. Again, we mentioned last year, Johnny Christ, 10 catches, 300 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
I see Johnny get a first pass. He did it last week, too. First and only, unfortunately.
1st and 10 at the 28. And they give us to White. He's got some room this time. Up over the 30, the 35, and leans ahead to the 35.5-yard line. Mark Hutchin was in there also. 17 is Jake Garda, a junior. It's a good gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
At the Golden Rams 35-yard line.
Linebackers, 10 Hutchins, you mentioned him. 15 is Kevin Drew, 22 Nick Whittington, and the other outside linebacker, number 5, Tyler Perry. Not that Tyler Perry.
He's dressed as a man this evening. Coach's grandson.
How about that?
Pistol formation, 2nd down and 3. And they give us to White again. Wade wades through there, but a little bit slow developing, and it gave the white-shirted Golden Eagles time to get over there.
That time, Mike, it looked like our own lineman got in his way.
Sam Tortorella, Tyler Perry, also.
And Tyler Perry is a 3rd and 2.
Vince Pellerin was in there too, big 64. It'll be a 3rd down now for Highlands. Third and we'll call it 2.
Cornerbacks are number 1, Austin Herrero, and 21, Tyler Harudnak. Safety we mentioned already, 13, Logan Shrub.
Rams 1 for 1 on 3rd down. Timmons is back. Fires it over the middle. It's caught by Clark. He's got a first down to the 43-yard line. First catch of the year for senior Blake Clark.
From the tight end position, Mike.
That's unusual. Sam Albert would be proud. First down at the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain.
Chandler Timmons, 2 for 2 for 20 yards. The Golden Rams are on the move. We got to answer that first touchdown, Mike.
1st and 10 for the Rams. 7th play of the drive. Now they're going to run jet sweep to Loveland off the left side up over the 45 and up to the 48-yard line. Nick Whittington, our able spotters here in the booth, let us know made that tackle. Ken Wood, Roger Heasley on top of things over there.
Like I see Caleb White, he's dressed, but he's on the sidelines. So he had that gimpy ankle last week. He was supposed to go tonight, but he hasn't been on the field yet.
5-yard pickup for Loveland on the jet sweep, something we didn't see last week. 5 minutes left of the first quarter, 7-0 Keystone Oaks. Loveland again in motion. They're going to run a toss to White this time. Gets a good block from Roman. Cuts it back up inside over the 50 into Keystone Oaks territory, and he's very close to a first down. Making the tackle for the Eagles is Zach Taylor, the junior, number 77. And it's a first down, Highlands.
Another first down inside Golden Eagle territory.
5 more for Brock White.
Mike, last week we had White in a fullback, but tonight they're going without a fullback. Add an extra wide out here, 28, Brandon Jochum.
They spent a lot of the pregame taping up Brandon Jochum's ankle, so he's ready to go. Play clock down to 5. 1st and 10.
No, Mike, they got it off. There was 1 second left.
That was movement. No, I think Dom called timeout. Nope, it's a false start call against the Rams. I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I was worried about the play clock. I was watching that, but they got that off with 1 second to go.
So again, penalties hurting Highlands.
4th one already, Mike, 35 yards.
Right, and that's, again, inopportune. You don't want to get behind the chains. 1st and 15 now. Jochum splits to the right. Christ splits to the left. Loveland's in the slot. Clark is the tight end to the right. And White is the sidecar. Timmons with a short drop. Going to throw a screen to Christ left side. Christ tries to break a tackle, but a good defensive play by Austin Arroyo getting down there, and that's what you do with a tall man. You get his legs.
He was being blocked that time. DJ Loveland had him engaged, but he fought that block off to make the tackle.
It'll be 2nd and 12. Chandler Timmons 3 for 3 for 23 yards. Once again, the ball on the KO side of the field. And the clock winding to 3:25 left, 1st quarter. Loveland on a jet coming to the near side of the field. Gets a block from Roman, turns the corner. Oh, but a good play by Hutchin, the man who scored the touchdown. Got a piece of Loveland. He had just gotten ahead of steam, and the gain is held to a short one down to the 45-yard line.
Thought for sure, Mike, he was going to break that one. He had a big head of steam, like you mentioned.
So now it's 3rd and 8, and you got to figure the Rams may be in 4-down territory here.
Especially in week 1 in an exhibition game.
That's right. It's the 2nd game, but it's week 1. Math is just not, it's the new math.
Yeah, the new math. By the way, 0 is an even number, Mike. I'm a mathematician.
Thank you. Timmons is back. Fires. It's caught by Christ with a marker down. We're going to get, it could be one of two things. It might be a man downfield, or it could be OPI. Let's see. No, it looks like it's against the Eagles. It's enough for a 1st down. The officials, it was Joaquin, Dean. And the reason I know was because the ball had to go past him to get to Johnny. That's never good. That's exactly who it was. It was Big 52. He was down there too far.
Well, that's shooting us in the foot again, Mike. 5th penalty, 40 yards. Wow.
3rd and 13 now.
3rd and 13 from the 50-yard line.
No longer 4-down territory, Michael.
No, it still may be.
Depends on this play.
You want to put him deep, maybe. 7-0 game.
Johnny singled up on the outside, Mike.
Yes, he is. Timmons.
They're looking
back.
that way. There he is.
Has time. Fires it deep. Man is there. It's pulled in by Loveland. 1st down at the 17-yard line.
That time, Mike, they paid too much attention to Johnny. And this we said earlier in the year, DJ Loveland's going to get a lot of single coverage. Took advantage that time. 37-yard line.
At the 19-yard line. It's a 31-yard gain.
Pick up a 31 on the play.
Tim is now 4 for 4 for 54.
And the first catch for DJ tonight. 1st and 10 at the KO 19. Blake Clark in motion. And they give us to White. And they're waiting for him. And that's the big man, Vince Pellerin, the senior defensive tackle. Honorable mention all-conference last year.
No gain on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 10.
Brock, 5 carries, 14 yards so far.
This is the first visit for Keystone Oaks here in 15 years.
We buried him that night, I remember.
And you know what was interesting about that game? That was Sam Albert's first win as Highlands head coach.
How about that?
Highlands won that game against Keystone Oaks 41-12, and it was their only win that year. They were 1-8. White again. Tries to get outside to the left. Nothing doing. Boy, that is very well done by Mark Hutchin, the junior linebacker. We got another marker down. against the Rams again. This will be an interesting choice here for Greg Perry if he wants to take it.
By the way, Mark Hutchins does everything, Mike. He gave me the starting lineup, so he's being stretched out earlier this evening. I asked who the wideouts are. It's me.
Now they're deciding. They're having a caucus rather than just ask the coach. They're going to take it back. It's a holding call against the Rams, and the Rams are just killing themselves with penalties here.
How can you hold when you get dropped for a 1-yard loss?
6 penalties, 50 yards in 11 minutes.
Second down and 20.
The ball's at the 30. 2nd and 21.
Yeah,
Highlands wants to take a timeout.
Like they need one.
Regroup. I think you're right. Well, Ron Gillette Towing and Services is a registered contractor certified in Pennsylvania state inspections and emissions. Call Gillette's today for all your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition needs. We'll save the other for later. Planning a cleanup, you can rent a 10-yard cub box, and those are big. I mean, you get a lot of stuff in there if you're trying to get some stuff cleaned out of your yard or maybe your garage, basement, something like that. You can call Gillette's for that. Gillette Towing is fully licensed, insured, bonded, certified, and owns all of its state-of-the-art equipment. And Gillette's are proud to enjoy an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Call Gillette's at 724-226-1222. Phones answer 24/7 and 365 days a year for emergency services. And as always, it's person-to-person. Find them on the web at RonGilletteInc.com or on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and more. Ron Gillette Towing and Services, the AK Valley's leader since 1955.
Yeah, Mike Chandler, Tim is off to a good start, 4 for 4 for 54 yards. Speaking of good starts, local passers last week in the top 10 at WPL, Leechburg's Dylan Cook, he's number 3.
Went over 300.
Yeah, 311 yards. And how about Alex Arledge?
Burl,
Yep.
A transfer from Central Catholic.
He's number 8, 206 yards. Any relation to Roone?
I don't know. I asked my nieces and nephew, they don't have any idea. They don't know who Roone Arledge is. Second and long.
Nice
Pump by
fake.
Timmons. Going deep. Crisis down
It
there.
interfered with. Come on, throw the flag.
There were a couple of bumps by each. And they let the hand-to-hand combat go. That's Chandler Timmons' first incompletion of the night, and it's 3rd down and 21.
Yeah, it looked like they could have called that either way, Mike. They didn't call it either way. So
now we're definitely 4-down territory here.
Yep.
This is the 14th play of the drive that started on the Highlands 17-yard line.
Last week against Plum in the first half, Mike, we had dominated the time of possession, but you got to put points on the board.
You just want to get some if you're going on 4th. Brock White moved.
Yeah.
Brock White took his shoulders and moved and turned to the left, and that's what they're going to get there, and that's all you need to do. You can't do that.
Almost looked like he leaned in to get the signal cut.
3rd and 26.
7 penalties now in the first quarter, Mike.
Walt Harris would quick kick.
Wow.
Timmons back in there now.
Is that what he should have, the 110? Yeah, that's what he should have. That's what it is. Yep. All right.
And a give and a fumble. And Keystone Oaks recovers. White fumbled it, and Sam Tortorella recovers for Keystone Oaks at the 37-yard line. Not a good couple of plays for Brock there.
Number 64, Colorado.
Well, we didn't need to punt it, Mike.
38-yard line.
Tortorella recovered it, and on the 14th play of the drive, the Rams turned it over at the Keystone Oaks 38-yard line.
I've got some good news for you down the first quarter, Mike.
Well, that might be good. That's a good idea.
Involves an alum.
1st down, Eagles. And the give is to Whittington. Tries to get outside to the left. Oh, he makes a nice cut. Oh, and he gets hit hard, and Jochum is down. Jochum got hit by Whittington, who delivered the blow. Whittington gets close to a 1st down, and Jochum gets up and gets to the sidelines. He's a tough customer. He's doing the John Wayne walk, though. That's a 1st down, a 10-yard gain.
Yep, and he's coming out, Mike, and going right to the bench, took his helmet off.
47-yard line.
Mike and our orthopedic surgeon, we were lucky to have Dr. Drabicki on the sidelines.
Shrub, short drop. Now he guns it on a slant, a deep slant. It's a beauty. Complete to Tyler Rivnak inside the Highlands 40 and down to their 37-yard line.
Bad news for the Golden Rams that time, Mike. He had his choice of targets. There were 3 guys on a wheel route. They were all open.
A 16-yard gain to Rivnak.
Yeah, Brandon Jocham, Mike, is our free safety, and he's being replaced by Isaiah Coleman. Keystone is probably just going to let the first quarter run out here, leading 7-0.
At the Highlands 37-yard line. And that will wrap up the first quarter here at Highlands. The Rams had the ball most of that quarter, but unable to do anything with it. Keystone Oaks will get it as we start the second period, and they lead it 7-0.
On a bright note, Mike, J.C. Bowser, last year's kicker, scored the only goal for Clarion against Mercyhurst to win 1-0.
How about that?
Starting as a freshman on the varsity, pretty impressive.
That is.
Grandpap and Grandma told me that as I was cutting the grass today.
Yeah.
I got the neighbor report there. Thank you for JC's a neighbor of mine right up the street,
That's
by
right.
the way. Doing a great job up at Clarion. Let's talk about the Wireless Zone. It's the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, tablets, connected devices, and all the latest accessories with award-winning customer service. Verizon 5G wireless network is closer than you think. It will be here the first in the U.S., and both fixed and mobile versions are coming. Stop in today, see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Ram fans, your wireless headquarters are in Toronto Heights, the Walmart Plaza, or Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney, and across from Victoria's Secret. Or find Wireless Zone store nearest you by simply visiting wirelesszone.com.
Mike Pavlik, Mike Choma, Julie McCorkle upstairs, Ken Wood here, John Danknich here. He'll be running to get food at halftime.
He's got a job.
He does. First down, Golden Eagles at the Highlands 37-yard line. They lead it 7-0. And Shrub is back. They come after him. He fires it, and it's caught down at the turf by Tortorella at the Highlands 25-yard line. Coleman had the coverage. What an athletic play by Shrub.
He was hit by Jeremiah Nelson. And when Jeremiah hits you, you used to go down. He did not. He kept his balance, fired complete.
First catch for Tortorella. 4 different receivers for Logan Shrub so far. First down, Golden Eagles at the Highlands 25. And now they're going to throw a backwards pass to the near side of the field to Hutchin. Hutchin breaks a tackle and gets down to the 16-yard line.
Hildebrand makes a tackle.
I'm calling that a run. That was behind the line of scrimmage. And Hutchin will take it from the 25 down to the 17. It's a gain of 8.
17-yard line. We have 2nd and 2.
Mike Tortorella and Rivnak, both wide receivers, returning starters from last year. They did a great job against us last year, too.
Now Shrub's going to run it.
He hasn't done that much tonight, Mike.
Zigs and zags, and finally Caleb White, who is in there, knocks him off his feet inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, but that's another first down for the Golden Eagles.
My guess on Caleb was they were going to try to hold him out. Use it only in case of emergency. They broke the glass, I think. They need him out there. Especially with Jocham going down.
1st and 10, Keystone Oaks. The Rams need a turnover desperately. Short drop by Shrub. He throws it out here, and it's incomplete. Hutchin was the intended receiver, and White sawed him in half for his trouble.
Not that time, Mike.
Number 10, Mark Hutchin.
It was kind of a jump pass by Shrub. He gave the old Timmy Tebow there, jumping up into the air, but to no avail. 2nd and 10 for Keystone Oaks.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Shrub run more, Mike.
Highlands had that ball for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. But most of it was penalties.
Yeah. 55 yards and penalties first quarter.
2nd and 10.
Here he goes.
Shrub right up the middle, and the Rams are waiting for him. Looked like Clark was down there.
42.
And also 50 for the Rams, and that's Jeremiah Nelson. The gain's a short one. It's a yard to the 13-yard line. 3rd down and 9.
Brock White also in that stop.
They have a kicker, Rutger Randall. He kicked two field goals last week.
As was a crazy game. Brentwood came back in that game. I got onside kick.
Yeah. Shrub is back, another jump pass try, gets it to Hutchin. Hutchin is hit, they stand him up, and not much for him. They blow the whistle as they're going to mark him dead at the 12.
I think he's Johnny Unitas.
Yeah, you see that? Mark it at the 13-yard line. It's no gain.
Yeah, field goal team's going to come on, Mike. They're going to attempt this one.
It's 4th and 9, and it's going to be Rutger Randall out of the hold of Tyler Rivnak at the post to our right. This is a 31-yard attempt. At the post to our right. Maybe Joaquin can get that big paw in there. Now we have whistles.
Yeah, Johnny's pointing at the clock. 40-second clock expired.
And Keystone Oaks, I believe, got the timeout just in time. I don't know. You could hear the coaches to our right asking for it, and they did get the timeout. So,
well, Johnny running down there pointing at the clock probably helped them. I get a chance to talk about Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph, who proudly welcomed Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, the Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Again, healthcare, if you need that, they can help you out with that. Big thing this year, Mike, is they're working with a lot of different fraternities and organizations, and they're dealing with a lot of guaranteed annuities, 3.5% guaranteed on your money. Nowadays, with the market going up and down, every day. Don't get on the roller coaster. Just put your money aside. Get 3.5 from Joe and Joe. They always know they're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection. Let's see what happens with this field goal.
Try it. It's 30 yards. Rivnak the holder. Here's the snap. The ball is down. Randall's kick is on its way. Long enough, high enough, and it is good. Plenty to spare. Rutger Randall, a 30-yard field goal, and Keystone Oaks, just as they did last week, lead it 10-0.
Well, Mike, again, we helped them out in that drive. I like how they spell Rutger.
2 U's.
Yeah, 2 U's.
Like Rutger Hauer.
Yes, when I call that into the Post-Gazette, they're going to ask me 5 times. How'd you spell that? Rutger Randall. By the way, Mike, let me give you the phone numbers for the Lucchinos. Call Joe or Joe at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchinos Insurance Financial Services put you on the road to financial stability today.
Well, let's fix you up on how you can watch the games. Remember, they're on Comcast Channel 190. You can get our games on Comcast. You can't get the ACC network, but you do get us. Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock on Channel 190. On YouTube, it's Highlands High Sports. They're available the next day. You can watch them on YouTube before you can read about them in the Valley News.
Ain't that the truth?
Or you can go to the school's website, goldenrams.com. You click Athletics, Multimedia, Football 2019.
So do we get to see the Virginia game tomorrow?
If you go someplace, if you go to a bar or know somebody, the answer is no. The answer is no if you have Comcast.
All right. Well, I guess it was either us or Pitt. They chose us. That's the good news, Mike. Tuesdays at 8 o'clock.
Tuesdays at 8. Anytime on YouTube. There's the kickoff. White with a running start at the 10. 20. Cuts it, 25 to the 26-yard line. And the big senior, Vince Pellerin, the starting defensive tackle, running down there on special teams to make the stop. It'll be first down Highlands at their 25. They trail it 10-0.
All right, Mike. Hopefully we got all those penalties out of the way in the first quarter. 7 for 55 yards.
Well, the offense got to get something going here. They have not scored yet. 5 quarters plus 5.5 quarters. The offense is not on the board.
Your quarterback's 4 for 5. You feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Not to be that.
Price and Loveland split to the right. White is the tailback, and this is Brock White off the right side up over the 30, the 35. First down, he's still on his feet. 45, 50, 45, 40. There's a flag down, however. Brock White's going in for a touchdown, but there's a marker down.
75 yards. Let's hope it's against Keystone Oaks. Why not? We got to get a break
holding
there,
against
Mike.
Highlands, blocking the back. Dom Girardi beside himself.
Unbelievable.
And the Rams just cannot stay out of their own way penalty-wise here tonight as, well, Brock White gets an 11-yard gain.
It's going to go in the books as a 10-yard penalty. I'm going to call it a 75-yard penalty.
And once again, 65 yards in penalties.
Yeah, but 75 yards right there, Mike.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 9 at the 26.
And Coach Greg Perry's down there helping to mark it off, Mike. I think he called it, too, by the way.
He may have.
Right in front of the Keystone Oaks bench. Well, a little bit of excitement there for naught, huh?
Goodness. That was a nice run by Brock, too. He was really patient when he got to the outside there and found the hole. Yeah, it looked like he was going to get pushed out of bounds, but never did. 1st and 9. Don't see that every day. 8:37 left first half. 10-0 Keystone Oaks. Try it again.
Same play.
White off the right side with his head down up over the 30-yard line. Down there for the Eagles is Kevin Drew, a sophomore linebacker, number 15. I believe he's the coach at Valparaiso
Yeah.
or Baylor or something. It's a 4-yard gain.
Second and 5.
2nd and 5 doesn't sound so bad, but if you think about where we came from, it's not exactly what you want.
By the way, another bright spot, Mike, the JVs won. They beat Plum 28-6 last week.
Same score as the big boys game.
Yep.
Caleb White. Caleb White barrels ahead. Now the linesman on the far side of the field is giving him a very advantageous spot, and that might be enough.
It's going to be close. It looks like
Yep, it is. It's a first down.
Gives the Golden Rams a first down at the 35-yard line.
Like in that game, Nick McQuaid, freshman quarterback, grandson of the old professor himself, Dave McQuaid.
Yes, right. We saw the professor last week waving.
Did a nice job for us.
Dave's grandson, yeah. 1st and 10. Give it to Brock White off the left side.
Let's see.
Out of a tackle.
It's a foot
Up
race.
over the 45. He lost the ball again, and Keystone Oaks recovers. Austin Arroyo. And Brock White's fumbled it 4 times in the early going this season.
I didn't see the fumble, Mike.
They put a helmet on it and knocked it out of there.
So give him 12 on the carry, right?
46-yard line.
Yeah, 11.
11.
And the Rams turn it over for the 2nd time tonight.
Yep. Both fumbles.
And great field position at the Highlands 46. 7:30 left first half. And the mistakes are just killing him. Tortorella throws, and it's pulled in at the 35-yard line. I'm going to say it hit the ground, skipped into Owen Minford. He did a nice job of getting his hands under it, but not before it skipped in there.
Very good. It's incomplete. Second and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Golden Eagles, leading it 10-0. Clock stops at 7:23 first half.
No huddle offense.
Logan Shrub, the quarterback. A 3-year starter. He's a junior. He's back.
Flag this
Flag is
time.
down. He fires it over here, and it's caught by Kevin Drew again. He's going to have an apparent first down to the 30-yard line, but hold the phone. There's a marker down at the 48, and that's in the backfield. And a holding call against the Eagles.
Yeah, they threw that flag early, Mike.
Flag on the play.
And that's a big one because the spot foul is going to take that one all the way back to the 42. Officials are going to need Tommy John surgery with all the flags they're throwing.
Good news, Mike. Brandon Jaw comes back on the field.
He's a tough kid. 2nd down and 22. Keystone Oaks on their 42.
10 seconds on the 40-second clock, Mike.
Flag is still very limp down to our right, so not a lot of wind tonight. That's unusual up here on top of the hill. Shrub's in trouble, and down he goes. Brought down by Jeremiah Nelson.
Nelson gets the first sack of the night.
He actually got a yard, so it's not a sack. He gets up to the 43-yard line.
Sorry about that, Jeremiah. But he does get a third tackle.
That's right. 3rd and 21. The Rams had 2 sacks a week ago, and those were by Brock White and Joaquim Roman.
Joaquim had 9 tackles in that game.
3rd and 21.
Mike, he's yet to make a tackle here tonight, so they're doing a good job on him.
3rd and West Toronto. Shrub is back. Here comes Johnny. Shrub gets out of there, gets hit. 45, 50. They're going to get a chance to go for it. He's inside the 40. He's really close. He's only 2 yards short. They get him at the 48-yard line.
Loveland made the tackle, but you're right, Mike. They're going to get a chance to go for this on 4th down.
And they did such a great job drawing the Rams offside the first time. I can see that happening again here, at least the attempt of it. 4th and 2. And whatever he did with voice inflection, clapping, I don't know. The old Kyler Murray clap, is that what it was?
Got him offside last time.
There he goes. He's bombing ahead and hard count. Give it to Whittington. Whittington's not going to get it. Rams stop, and Brock White barreled in there from his linebacker spot and made the play, and the Rams hold and get good field position with 5:18 to go.
All right, Mike, we got to make something happen on offense. Get a little momentum here. Make it count.
5:18 remaining. And one thing we've missed is the big play on offense, and I think you got to get one of those every once in a while. You try to shake 26 loose.
We had one earlier.
Oh, we did on Brock. Yeah, he did.
Same play, Mike.
Brock sweeps to the right. Head down. Up to the 44-yard line. Nick Whittington, the senior linebacker, was in there. There was some 22-on-22 crime.
10 carries now for Brock. 45 yards.
6 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 4.
Brock's got 48 yards on the ground. It could be so much more. 2nd and 4. Less than 5 minutes remaining of the first half. Keystone Oaks leads at 10-0. Loveland in crabbing motion. Going to run a toss to White to the near side this time.
Johnny really laid somebody out there.
And a great defensive play. We got a marker down.
They're going to call a penalty on Johnny.
Sam Tortorella came in there to make the tackle. We'll see what the flag is. Is this going to be the peel back block?
Yeah, I think so, Mike.
That's basically when you hit them too hard now. You can't do it. Remember Braden Timmons got caught? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Braden Timmons got caught in a scrimmage doing it. Wasn't it the Jason Gilden's kid?
Yeah, and that made YouTube, there was like a million hits on it because who says quarterbacks can't block?
And that's helmet-to-helmet contact, so that's 15 yards. Personal foul all the way back to the 25.
Is that what they call, Mike? Well, that's 9 for 80 now. We're going to have more penalty yards than yardage. That's not a good thing.
And you're sticking a freshman quarterback in 2nd and 23. Pass is deflected. Blake Clark was the intended receiver, but a great break on the ball by Nick Whittington, the linebacker, to break it up, and he almost had an interception and almost had a touchdown.
Yep, Chandler hit his first 4 passes, missed on his last 2 now.
3rd and 23. The Rams have not punted tonight. They've turned it over twice.
Yeah, I don't. Either team has.
No.
Yeah.
And KO, Perry ran a punt back for a touchdown last week in their game against Brentwood. 3rd and 23.
Yeah.
Timmons is back. Looks. Going to fire it deep. Got Loveland down there. Oh, he made a great fingertip catch. First down in Keystone Oaks territory at the 41-yard line. What a catch by DJ.
Just went up there and got it, Mike. 35 on Chandler in now with 89 yards passing.
They're at the 42-yard line.
5 of 7. Cole Rams need to go to work here. 3:53 to go in the half, trailing 10-0.
Loveland's got 2 for 64. Short drop by
Go to him
Chandler.
again.
Caught by Loveland again.
Nice
Spins away
cutback.
from a man and gets close to a first down. Inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Down by number 22, Whittington. And number
Pickup of 8.
This ball into the Gold Eagles 30
Give him 9.
Yep.
Second and 2.
97 yards now for Chandler through the air.
And DJ having the night. 2nd and 1. You want to take a shot now?
I do.
3:18 to go till halftime. 10-0 KO. The Rams desperately need to score here. They get the ball to start the second half. Here comes a blitz. Rams pick it up, and Timmons is going to run it. He leans ahead and gets the first down to the 31-yard line. That's the first time Chandler's tucked it and ran with it this year. 8th first down for Highlands in this first half.
31-yard line. First down.
But no points on the scoreboard, Mike.
At the 31. Give it a White. Sweeps to the right. Cuts it back up in there. And they rode him down from behind. Robert Volpe, the senior, got Brock from behind and brought him down. It's a short gain to the 30. He gets 1.
Got to go fast now, Mike. 2:29 to go here.
Second and 9 for Highlands.
Now we have problems with equipment, Mike.
They may be going to call a timeout here.
Well, why not call it now, though? Look.
Well, you want to let some time run down.
Why?
Because there's plenty.
All right.
Yeah, he's going to wait till the play clock goes down. There's plenty of time. 2 minutes. And Don Girardi calls time at 1:58.
Yeah, the problem is
10-0 Keystone Oaks. If they run out of time, you'll be right. So we'll have it verdict. We'll know, you know. That's one of those.
Loveland's hurt.
Yeah, and I think they were trying to give him some time, and rather than have him come off for an injury, if you call timeout, then the referee doesn't need to know it. There's no better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993, and this year voted #1 for auto repair. Founded by Butch Bonnet in 1961, Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and wheels in the Pittsburgh area. And as always, if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trentham at 724-224-9222, in Natrona Heights 724-224-7900, or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Highland Tire now offering oil changes at both locations. Service, integrity, price, we deliver.
Mike, I have him getting off 12 plays, possibly. Why would they wait that long?
Well, because you're at the 30, the first down's at the 21. You don't need 12 plays. There's only 8 plays.
No, 20, 10, touchdown, 12.
First and 10. Or 2nd and 9. I'm sorry.
Prove
Timmons
me
back.
wrong.
Timmons back. He's going deep, and it's too far for DJ Loveland. And Johnny was standing down there, too. They were 2 receivers that went to the same area.
Loveland falls incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
I hope they prove me wrong.
Yeah, I hope you're right. I hope you're not right. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
3rd and 9 now. And you know they're in 4-down territory here. 1:52 remaining.
No doubt about that.
Brock White the sidecar. Chandler Timmons the freshman quarterback. And to give us to White. Off the near side of the field. Oh, he gets through a crack. Still barreling his way ahead to the 22. He's very close. He looks like he's going to be about a half a yard short. And the Rams are going to need to make a big 4th down here.
Mark Hutchin, this ball down to the 2-yard line.
4th and 1.
4th and a short 1.
Well, what do you do here, Mike?
Oh, you go for it, obviously.
I know that, but are you going to run it or pass?
That's a great question.
Problem you have is it's going to take time. Time that we frittered away earlier.
The Rams didn't go for a 4th last week. So this is their first try of the year. I formation sneak. Give it to Brock White. They got him.
Make it.
Breaks the tackle. Gets through there. First down to the 16-yard line.
Boy, Mike, he made something out of nothing.
He really did. Tyler Perry, the sophomore linebacker, made the tackle, but the Rams have their 9th first down of the first half. It's first down at the 16 with 59 seconds to go.
64 yards now on 12 carries.
Now they're going to run a toss to White. Far side of the field. He really needs to get to the sidelines.
Get out of bounds.
He didn't. They bring him down at the 14.
Number 77.
They're hurrying Johnny onto the field with 37 seconds to go. And you're looking right on the time, Dean.
Yeah, I'd like to have the 30 seconds, Mike.
14-yard line.
And we don't have a...
They have one timeout left. I'd have taken it there.
I think they were spiking.
Yeah. Second down. He can't spike it not under center. Timmons back.
Here's Johnny.
He's going to throw it to the corner. Christ, jump ball. They fight for it. Dual possessions, a touchdown. What's the call?
What are they saying?
They're calling interception, and it's Keystone Oaks ball. But both of them had their hands on it, did they not? Dual possessions is offensive ball. But they're saying that
Waiting for
it's
ruling.
Hutchin coming out of there with the football.
Johnny Price intercepted by Mark Hutchin in the end zone.
Great play by Hutchin. He had it first. Johnny went in there and got two hands on it himself.
That kills Edwards.
And we're going to come out with nothing again, Mike.
Nobody called timeout there.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, and they definitely, you wondered if the timeout wouldn't have been the right play before that. Now there's 6 seconds to go. Well, you left them with no time, but you didn't score either. And really wasn't the main point you needed
Mike,
to try to
a
score.
little momentum when we get the ball coming out in the second half, but that's not to be. Good news is we still get the ball.
Shrub takes a knee.
Now in the first half.
And that'll be the end of the first half here
Gold Rams 0.
at Highlands Golden Rams Stadium
The second half.
on Labor Day weekend with your score. Keystone Oaks 10, Highlands nothing. We'll be back with stats and more right after this.